I'm back. Roads Rants for Black and White Sports. Week 12 NFL Power Rankings. My top 5 plus 1 this week. But first, okay, make sure you hit that subscribe for future NFL content. The way I do my NFL Power Rankings, I give you the top 5 plus some teams that I think are in the mix for 6 and 7. I think I probably got a clear cut 6 this week. Okay. Maybe even 7, actually, when I think about it. A couple of things I really look at. Strength of schedule. Who have you played? Who have you beaten? What coaches did you play? What quarterbacks did you play? Okay. Not all victories, in my opinion, are created equal. For example, New England's got a lot of Fins and Bills and Jets victories on there. Niners kind of suffer from that too. Having played the Bengals, the Steelers when they initially lost Big Ben, got to beat down the Buccaneers, right? But they come back and got a victory against the Rams, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so let's start at number 7. Minnesota Vikings. Got a good win today, but struggled against the Denver Broncos, who ironically have sort of put up a fight this season. You know, the Broncos only have 3 victories, but they've lost 4 games in the last half of the fourth quarter. So they're not just an easy victory, okay? Kirk Cousins is playing pretty good this year, okay? He stuck at my eye last week by beating the Cowboys. So, and I thought about moving him up a little bit, but look, number 6, the Saints got back on track. You might be like, whoa, you got the Saints out of the top 5. Look, I had the Saints way up previously, up in that 2-3 range, flirting with 1, and then they got the brakes blown off of them at home by the Falcons. And who knows what's gotten into the Falcons as they went into the Carolina today and whipped them. Okay, so all of a sudden, the Falcons are, unfortunately for the Atlanta fans, trying to play for Dan Quinn's job all of a sudden. It's the strangest thing ever. The NFL, right? But the Saints played the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay, got a good win. Okay, and so I'm going to leave them at 6. But yeah, they're in that mix for 5. They're around there, okay? I want to buy this week. My next 2 are on a buy. I'm leaving Seattle at 5, right where they're at, coming off that big win against my Niners. It is what it is. I'm not going to penalize them much because they're on a buy. And this week is kind of boring in that way. Seattle stays where they're at. Number 4, Green Bay stays where they're at. They also had a bye. Okay. I think both those teams are very close to each other, almost interchangeable. All right. The next 3 is where you start getting into the mix for the best teams in the league. Number 3, my last week, number 2, actually, my Niners. You're like, whoa, they won and you dropped them? Yes, they did win, and I did drop them because they played what I believe of the team playing at 2 and the team playing at 3. The team playing at 2 had a better victory over a better team. Okay, the Niners beat Arizona, but struggled most of that game against Arizona. Arizona on offense is for real, okay? And look, one of my concerns was Jimmy G. Jimmy G played a pretty good game today, but he still got those bad head-scratching interceptions. You know, 1 minute he looks like a world beater. The next minute he looks like Mark Sanchez, and it scares the holy crap out of me as a 49ers fan. So I've got the Niners at 3. but I'm splitting hairs between 2 and 3. Okay. The only reason I got them at 3 is because I think at number 2, the New England Patriots got a better victory over a better quality class of opponent today. Okay. They played Philadelphia in Philly. I picked Philly to win this game, by the way. When we did picks, I picked Philly. That New England defense is for real. That New England offense doesn't look right. It doesn't. Okay. Brady had another one of those weird, like 19 for 35s or something like that. Just that completion percentage for Brady is just not looking real great. But that defense was dominating. And I understand. Look, no Alshon Jeffrey, no Jordan Howard. Hurt the Eagles, but they shut Wentz down. Those receivers could not separate from those defensive backs of New England at all. New England's still going to be a hell of a tough out, I can tell you right now. And they should still scare the crap out of everybody if it goes through New England in the playoffs. Number 1, this was easy. Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion, got the best victories on the season. I mean, they beat the brakes off the Patriots in the second half last week or week before last. And then this week, they beat the hell out of the Texans. I was shocked. I was like, I thought it was going to be, I figured Deshaun Watson, I thought it was going to be a shootout. The Texans weren't even involved in this game. And the Texans will probably win the South. Maybe. One of those weird in the mix teams way back there around 10. Colts, Raiders, Chiefs. There's a lot of that 6-4 action going on right now. And you might be like, how could you do your power rankings? The Rams and the Bears are playing right now. Tomorrow night, the Chiefs play. Because the Rams, Bears, Chiefs, none of them had a chance to break my top 7. Not a chance. So I can go ahead and record this. Okay? It makes no difference. If the Chiefs go out there tomorrow and lose, then yeah, they could drop in my way back somewhere, but I got them down around 9, 10, 11 anyway. Right? The Rams, mediocre right now, unless they rattle off 4 victories in a row. And the Bears, look, as long as Mr. Trubisky is playing quarterback, I'm sorry, Bears fans, he's Blake Bortles 2.0. It's time to come to grips with that. So, the Ravens, let's look back. Vikings 7, Saints 6. Seahawks held steady with a bye. 5. Packers held steady with a bye. 4. 3. The 49ers had a hell of a scrap on their hands with I think, better than we're giving them credit for, Arizona Cardinal. But still, at home, I feel like it needs to be more dominant. And Garoppolo's a concern for me. And yeah, I'm holding that against the Niners. The Patriots, number 2. What can you say? You go into Philly, you whip them down, you shut down that offense. Yeah, your offense don't look good, but your defense looks dominant. And number 1, good God, the Ravens, they could play anybody in the league right now. I mean, they beat Seattle in Seattle. They could play anybody in the league right now, including the Patriots in New England, and I would pick Baltimore. And I might be wrong, but good God. I mean, the Texans, the Texans have been competitive against everybody. Baltimore the Texans weren't even involved in this game. They got run over. That is my Week 12 top 5 plus 2, as I call it. Make sure you hit the subscribe and that good old like button. Peace. I'm out till next week.